So this problem, let us read the question. The weekly wages of 30 persons consisting of men and women amount to rupees 3,800. So there are people who are working, both men and women, and there are 30 of them together. Okay, and they are getting weekly wages. Now the total of weekly wages means once in a week they'll be paid, not once in a month. Every week, at the end of every week, maybe Saturday they are paid sometimes. Few companies will pay them on Fridays or Thursdays. So Thursday to Thursday, that will be the week sometimes. Okay, or Monday to Monday, or Saturday to Saturday, something like that will be there. Okay, so that will be the weekly wages, and there are 30 people where the amount is 3,800. Each man receives rupees 140 and each woman rupees 100 as wages per week. So every particular person, every man and every woman is receiving 140 and 100 rupees respectively. Find the number of men and women. Very easy. We just have to understand the question, derive the two equations, and then we are good to go. We'll be able to find the value of x. Okay, so first let us do the derivations. Before that, did you all understand the question? Okay, great. So let us do the derivations. First will be let the number of men and women, number of men and women be x and y respectively. Now, why are we deriving this first? Is because if you see the question, what have they asked us to find out? Find the number of men and women. Whatever they have asked us to find, that should be assumed as x and y. Okay, so here I am assuming the number of men to be x and number of women to be y. When I say respectively, whoever comes first, men will be x and women will be y. Okay, so that is the major derivation. Now, by reading the first two sentences, let us form the equation. Okay, now given, read the first equation here, or the first line. The weekly wages of 30 persons consisting of men and women amount to rupees 3,800. So if you just take the weekly wages of 30 persons, so men and women together, they are how many people? Men and women together, they are how many people? What is the total number of people or persons? 30. So our first equation is going to be men is x, women is y, is equal to 30. We are going to find the number of men and women, and then we are adding them, and we know they are supposed to be 30. Okay, so that is first equation. Then the weekly wages of these people are given, and see the second line. Each man receives 140 rupees and each woman receives 100 rupees. Okay, if each man is getting 140 rupees and each woman is getting 100 rupees, what is the total weekly wages? 3,800. Okay, Sindhu already got the answer. 20 and 10. Good, Sindhu. Okay, so here what are we trying to do? 140 is what man receives and 100 is what women receives. So if I multiply with the number of man and number of women here, I should be able to get the total weekly wages. So that is 3800. Now we have got two equations. Now we have got two equations. Now we can solve this simultaneously and find the value of x and y. Okay. Now everybody solve this simultaneously and say me the answer. Start solving. You can either equate x or you can equate y. Anything is fine. So I am equating y here. Okay. So my equations are going to be 100x plus 100y. And you will get the value of x and y as same. Okay. Anusha also got the answer. Good, Anusha. Others solve and give me the answer. Very easy problem. You can expect this for 6 marks as one part of the problem. Okay, they will not give you this totally for 6 marks. You can say this might be one of the sub questions they can ask. Anybody else got the answer? X is equal to minus 800 by minus 40. Minus and minus will get cancelled. 40 ones are 40 20s are. So therefore x is equal to 20. I also got the answer quickly. And only two of them has replied here. Okay, Rida and Rakshita got y is equal to 10. Okay, okay. Now find x. Substitute that in equation 1 and find x. Good. I will substitute y is equal to, sorry, I will, what did I get? I'll substitute x. I'll substitute x is equal to 20 in equation 1. So what is equation 1? Equation 1 is x plus y is equal to 30. So what is x? 20 plus y is equal to 30, and 20 is equal, oops, sorry. Y is equal to 30 minus 20. So y is equal to 10. Very nice, no? Everybody got x is equal to 20, y is equal to 10. We have to write the conclusion. As I already told you, since it's a statement problem, let us write the conclusion. So what will the conclusion be? Therefore, the number of men, what was men representing? X, right? So therefore, the number of men are 20 and number of women are 10. So this is our conclusion. Now, how do we find out, or how do we know what to write in the conclusion? Go back to the first part of the problem, and you see here we have derived this, right? Let the number of men and women be x and y respectively. For the same derivation, you should give the answer or the conclusion at the end. Okay, so that will complete your problem. Everybody understood? Yes. Okay. So let's go to the next problem then. So the next problem, divide 1100 into two parts so that, so firstly what they're asking us to do, we have to divide 1100 into two parts. Okay. So that 5 times of one part, okay, let us assume one part is x, another part is y. This might be any combination. You can have 500 plus 600 or 600 plus 500, 550 plus 550, and then 400 plus 700, anything it can be. Okay, I'm just giving an example here. So these are the two parts. If you add both of them, you should get 1100. Okay, there is one more information given in the question. Divide 1100 into two parts so that 5 times of one part and 6 times of the other part will be equal to 6100. So first condition or scenario number 1. Okay. Scenario number 1 is we are dividing 1100 into two parts. So when you add those two parts, you should get back 1100. Scenario number 2 is when you take 5 times of one part is x. And when you take 6 times of other part, it will be equal to 6100. This is the second scenario. So even though the question is only one sentence, look, we have got two equations. So carefully read the question and then solve. Rida, no, it is not 1100, because if you read the question, it says 5 times of one part and 6 times of other part will be equal to, you see this? Yeah, 6100 is the correct answer there. Fine. Now we have got two equations already. X plus y is equal to 1100. 5x plus 6y is equal to 6100. Okay. Just solve these roots simultaneously and find the value of x and y. So let us do the derivation. Let us derive few of the values here. What are that? Very simple. Let the two parts be x and y. Okay, let the two parts be x and y. So what is given to us from the question, we can easily understand that. From the question, we can easily understand that x plus y is equal to 1100 and 5x plus 6y is equal to 6100. Okay, Anusha's got the answer. Y is equal to 600 and x is equal to 500. Good. Sindhu also got. Rida, okay, good. Others also try and solve and say me the answers. Anybody else have given the answer? Okay, good. Yeah. So let us solve this simultaneously quickly here. Solve the equations simultaneously. So this is going to be equation 1. This is going to be equation 2. Okay, so what is equation 1? X plus y is equal to 1100 and 5x plus 6y is equal to 6100. So I will multiply equation 1 with 5 and equation 2 with 1. So what is the answer I get? If I multiply equation 1 with 5, I get 5x plus 5y is equal to 5500, and then I get 5x plus 6y. This I have multiplied with 1. Okay. Okay. Rakshita got the answer. Yeah. Good, Rida. Good, Rakshita. Okay. So let me change the sign and 5x will get cancelled. So what will remain? Minus 1y is equal to minus 600. y is equal to minus 600 divided by minus 1. So minus and minus will get cancelled. 1 ones are 1 600s are. So therefore y is equal to 600. This is one answer. Now let us substitute this y in the equation 1. Substituting, you have to write all this in the question. Okay, simply don't blindly solve the equations. Substituting y is equal to 600 in equation 1. Okay, so what is equation 1? X plus y is equal to 1100. So x plus 600 is equal to 1100. X is equal to 1100 minus 600. So x is equal to how much? 500. And the conclusion is very, very important. Now, who can say me what will be the conclusion? What conclusion should we write? Therefore, what should be the conclusion? Quickly, who can say me what should be the conclusion? What is x and y? What did we derive for x and y? Therefore, the two parts are rupees 500 and rupees 600. That's all is the conclusion. What did we derive here? Let the two parts be x and y. Conclusion also should have the same thing. Therefore, the two parts are x. What is the value of x? 500. What is the value of y? 600. Since we are dividing rupees, Rida, therefore x is equal to y is equal to, okay, but that is not the actual conclusion. You should, when it is statement problems, you have to explain it in statement. When it is normal equations, that answer is fine. Therefore, x is equal to y is equal to is fine. Okay, everybody understand? Make sure you write the conclusions. Conclusion also will contain marks in the examination. Don't neglect it. Okay, especially in maths. Understood? Any doubts? Everybody understood or not? Okay. Now this question, the sum of two numbers is 107 and difference is 17. It is a homework question for you. I will share it in the group later. Solve this and send it to me later. Fine. Now let us go to the next question. Now read the question. The bookseller has a number of books and published price of which is rupees 25. After selling a certain number, okay, after selling a certain number, what did he do? At this price, he sells the remainder at rupees 20 each, and his and his total sales were 1100. Okay, and then what happened? If the numbers sold at two prices were reversed, his sale would be 1150. How many books had he sold in all, and how many were originally sold at 25 rupees? So here there is a bookseller. He is uh, selling the books. Okay. Now in the number of books that he is he is selling here, so what is the main thing you have to understand is the publisher price, I mean, the price which was on the book was 25 rupees. Okay. So he will sell a few number of books at 25 rupees, and then he will reduce the price. He will reduce the price for the remaining books at 20 rupees. Now, what is the rate he is selling? He is selling at 20 rupees. Okay. And by doing this, he has gained the sales of 1100. So the total sales that he is seeing here is 1100. Okay. Then if the numbers whatever he sold, if we reverse it, so simply what he is trying to say is, first he was selling the book at 25 rupees. After some time, he started selling the book at 20 rupees. Okay. Now he has got total sales as 1100. Okay. Now what they are saying, this is scenario number one. What they are saying, another scenario is, if the numbers sold at the two prices were reversed. So suppose if first he sold the books at rupees 20 and then he is selling the books at 25. So we are reversing. Okay. And then what are they asking? His sales will be 1150. Okay. If he follows first scenario or first option, he will get a sale of 1100. If he opt for second option, he will have sales of 1150. What is the actual question? How many books had he in all, and how many were originally sold at 25? So they're asking us the total number of books. Okay. So they're asking us total number of books and how many books were sold at 25 rupees. Okay. Number of books. Number of books sold at 25 rupees. So this is the question. When you break down the question like this, at the side of the answer sheet somewhere, understand the question by writing the numbers like this. So it will be easy for you to derive the equations. So firstly, did you all understand the question? Yes or no? Did you all understand the question? Okay. Now let us do some derivations and then we shall derive the equations and solve them simultaneously. Okay. So firstly, okay, let me change a different color here. Let x is equal to, we have to define x and y. Sindhu gave me the answer as 20 and 30. Good, Sindhu. So let x is equal to, but Sindhu, are you writing all the derivations, giving answers? I'm very happy. You're good. But make sure you write all these derivations. The statement problem derivations are also important. Okay, let the x be the number of books sold at 25. So first In first situation, we are selling the books at 25 rupees, correct? In second situation also, we will sell, but later. Then let Y be the number of books sold at 20. Okay, so this is the second derivation. Now, by giving or by keeping this derivation, what is the equation we will get? We will be getting as per the first line. Okay, how much we will be getting? Sorry, 25x. First x is 25, right? So 25x plus 20y is equal to 1100. So if I sell few books, okay, if I sell few books at the rate of 25 and if I sell few books at the rate of 20 later, the total sales by adding both of them will give me 1100. So this is what the first derivation means. Okay. Then now if the numbers are reversed, what do we get? We get 20x plus 25y is equal to 1150. Correct? In the second scenario or in the second option, we will change the numbers and the sales would be 1150. So we have got two equations already. Now solve them simultaneously. You can either use a elimination method or you can use the substitution method. That is up to you. If you want to use substitution method, you can use that and find the answer for x as well as y. Okay. Now solve this. Solve both the equations. Solve the equations and give me the answers for x and y. X is equal to 20, y is equal to 30. Good, Anusha. Others, solve. I'll solve using substitution. You guys can solve using elimination also, no problem. Okay, Arpita got the answer. Good, Arpita. How about others? Solving? If you're solving by using the same method, be careful in the multiplication part. How about others? Did you get the answer or not? After Arpita, I don't see anybody answering. What happened? Okay, I think I've missed out something here. Yeah, divided by 25. Okay, so once you have division by 25, you have to take the LCM. There's no other go. So 4400 minus 80y. Oops. It's 5. What's wrong? Something is wrong. Yeah. Okay. Bindushri and Rida has also got the answer. Anybody has doubt in this question? So what do I get? Minus 80 plus 125 is 45. Is this correct what I'm doing? So I'll take 5 to the other side. So 4400 plus 45y is equal to 1150 into 5. Y is equal to 1350 by 45. You get 30. Okay. So I got the value of y being 30. So substituting y is equal to 30 in equation 1.